Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Unity of Salem. It's so wonderful to see you all here today. And also welcome you who are watching us online. We're grateful to have your presence as well. Is there anyone who is here for the first time today? If you feel comfortable, raise your hand. I don't see any hands going up. If you are watching online for the first time today, please feel free to contact our office. We would love to send you a packet of information. So we have a little chance. We will.
Should we light the candle?
Oh, okay. All right. Yes, Mia is going to come up and light the candle.
Let's sing together.
We are one in the Spirit. We are one in community. We embrace all together and join our hearts in unity.
We join our hearts together in unity, so let's do that. Let's all take a deep breath and connect with the Spirit within. Bring into our awareness who we are as beloved children of God. Bring into our awareness this beautiful spiritual community, the love that is shared in this spiritual family. We are so blessed. And each one of you is a blessing to all as we minister to one another with divine love and guidance. And so it is. Amen.
Well, let's stand and sing together. Let's join our voices in the song Witness. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This day Everywhere I look, I see God in everything. Deep inside and all around me, God in everything. I can feel it in my beating heart, God in everything. It's in every breath of life I take, God in everything. Everywhere I look, I see God in everything. Deep inside and all around me, God in everything. It's in every stranger's face I see God in everything. Brothers, sisters, family are we, God in everything. Everywhere I look, I see God in everything. Deep inside and all around me, God in everything. Mountain, valley, lake, and stream, God in everything. All creation, beautiful and free, God in everything. God in everything. God in everything.
So I have some announcements to share with you. Would you like to be a part of our service one day a month? Please consider a place on the usher greeter team and the Sunday assistant team. And you can see Alice for that. She's right back there. Our hospitality team, see Trish. PowerPoint team, see Joan. And the choir, see Angela. Woohoo! You can touch base with them on Sundays or call the office, and we will give you their contact information. We are honored again to have the Boys and Girls Club Back to School Drive box here at Unity. And we would like to fill it up and help in aiding them to put the backpacks together for local students. We will have the box here until the end of September. As the supplies come in, they will come in and empty it. There's a list of supplies needed on the back table there. Thank you in advance. There will be no guitar jam for the month of August. Join us Sunday, August 24th, during the service as we sing the sounds of the 70s with songs that bring us together in hope and happiness. It'll also be Hat Sunday, so wear your favorite hat. Open Mic Night has a new night. It is August 30th at 6:30 here in the sanctuary. Come and share poetry, a short story, or a song. Please see Angela to sign up. Save the date, September 7th. After service, we will have a barbecue picnic, and there's more information on that to follow. Join the Unity of Salem Choir. We will meet on Monday evenings at 6:30 p.m., starting September 8th. And as I mentioned earlier, you can see Angela for that. Join us for hospitality. Coffee and tea are available before service and after the service with some treats. And now, let us sing I Am a Promise.
Let's stand and sing together. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I am a promise, I am a possibility, I am a promise with a capital P. I am a great big bundle of potentiality. be. We are a promise, we are a possibility, we are a promise with a capital P. We are a great big bundle of potentiality. And we are learning to hear God's voice, and we are learning to make the best choice, and we can be anything, anything that we want to be. I can be anything that I want to be. I can go anywhere that I want to go. I can climb any mountain, across any sea. I am a great big promise, you see. I am a promise, I am a possibility, I am a promise with a capital P. I am a great big bundle of potentiality. And I am learning to hear God's voice, and I am learning to make the best choice, 'cause I can be anything, anything I want. You can be anything, anything you want. We can be anything, anything that we want to be.
Yes. So we now join together in affirming our intention statement. Co-creating a dynamic spiritual environment of learning, healing, and diversity, we are so grateful for the overflowing prosperity, engagement, and support effortlessly manifesting now. And now our mission statement. Unity of Salem nurtures spiritual growth in inclusive, loving community. And our vision statement. Centered in spirit, we create a world of unlimited peace, love, and joy. And our core values: inclusiveness, spirit-led, compassion, love, joy, and integrity. And the word for today is energized. And the affirmation is, divine life moves through my being to energize and invigorate me. In his unity.org feature, interpret this. Author and minister Reverend Ed Townley shares, it is in the heart, what Jesus describes as the upper room, that we can most clearly and purely link ourselves to the presence and power of the divine. All love, all life, all possibilities for joy and abundance are sourced in the heart energy. When I am energized, I experience a zest for life. I feel confident and positive. While it would be wonderful to have that feeling all of the time, in reality, it does not always happen. So how do I regain that energy and zest? My mind and body respond to positive words. So if my energy level seems to be waning, I affirm, divine life moves through my being to energize and invigorate me. And from Proverbs 4:23, keep your heart with all vigilance, for from it flow the springs of life.
There is no holding back the power in this room right now. Rising up is a force of love so high it can't come
I believe it's my turn. Wow, did you feel spirit moving? That was great. Thank you for your music. I'm Reverend Inga from Unity of the Valley in Eugene, and last week, those of you who were here got to hear my wonderful colleague, Laura, our music director, who is entering the ministry. So we're so pleased to have her on board with us. She's such an asset and a tough act to follow. Okay, so my intention is to talk to you today about finding new life and energy. As I look around, some of you are probably in my age bracket, and that would be nice to have, new life and energy to keep going and to continue to be productive and enjoy life. It's all about quantity it's more about quality for me than quantity. To be here now, to be fully engaged, and to be present to one another. So I want to share with you a thought. I'm German, born and raised there. And I want to share with you a quote from my countryman, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, who said, "Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it." So I will attempt to be bold. Here I go, asking for guidance along the way. So I make mistakes. Welcome to Earth School. We're here to learn. No better way to learn than by our own mistakes. I don't like looking stupid when I screw up, but it's a good opportunity to keep my ego in check and a lesson in humility. So let me start with a reality check. I subscribe to a newsletter on my computer by a functional medicine doctor. His name is Dr. Mark Hyman. He often appears on television as a guest speaker. He recently sent this email to my address. If you come across a social media ad featuring Dr. Hyman interviewing Rebel Wilson about a so-called strange gelatin trick that she used to lose 68 pounds in 77 days, please know it's completely fake. By the way, I also think it's completely impossible. This ad is a scam. It uses AI-generated video to create the illusion that Dr. Hyman is endorsing a product that he would never recommend and didn't even know existed until members of his community brought it to his attention. The video claims that using this product will burn 15, 20, or even 35 pounds in the next 30 days, with Dr. Hyman's cloned voice saying, "I will tear up my diploma if that doesn't happen." None of this is true. The footage may look convincing because it pulls from real clips of Dr. Hyman with guests like Gwyneth Paltrow and Dwayne Johnson, and stitches them together with fabricated audio and fake product claims. It also alters footage of Kelly Clarkson, Dr. Oz, and others. It's an entirely made-up 50 minutes, yes, 50 minutes. Unfortunately, these kinds of AI-driven scams are becoming more common and more convincing. AI is a powerful tool, and it's just that. It could be used for good to help us all, and it could be used for very harmful purposes. So how do we control this tool that is developing at lightning speed? How do we discern the truth and the facts when wherever we go, we're never sure because so much of what is being posted, how do you verify whether or not it's true? How do we deal with this in these changing, scary times? We go to spirit. We check within for guidance, and we get centered in that spirit. The fastest way for me to do that is to take a deep belly breath or two, and then touch my heart, that short trip from head to heart. It's one of the hardest trips to take, but by gollies, it works. Brings me in touch with spirit real quick and gets me out of my head. Also, the 5 unity principles really help me to stay centered. So I want to share with you some ways of setting intention guided by spirit. So to get clear on our intention, let's make sure that every step we take takes us in that direction. We are so good at self-sabotage. We go through doubt or the unknown, and if you align with spirit, you will be guided. If you check in with yourself and it feels right, consider it a green light. If it doesn't feel quite right, or it looks like a red light, retrace your steps and see what needs tweaking until you see the green light of spirit saying, go ahead. Dr. Wayne Dyer, who had some suggestions on how we might grow, has these suggestions. Creativity. Maybe allow yourself to sit and daydream for a while, or do some coloring, or some other simple task or activity that occupies your hands and your left brain, leaving your right brain to wander and be creative. How about kindness? I have a sign on the corner of my driveway, choose kindness. The only one on the block, by the way. And it's not just win-win, it's win-win-win. I win, the listener wins, and the other person, the bystander, wins. So it helps all. Love is everything you say and do. Let's live from that place of love, from that place of compassion. When you wake up in the morning, if you decide the very first thing that you're going to live your day in love, you will come from that heart-centered place, and it will flavor and color everything that happens that day. How about beauty? Appreciate beauty. Look for the little things around you that put a smile on your face. A bird that flies by, a butterfly that lands, scenery that just lifts the spirit. Art will do that for you, and I find that ugliness is depressing. So how about expansion of consciousness? Develop new interests. Explore new topics. Try new things. For my 80th birthday last year, I bought myself a red sports car. Why not? If not now, then when? My husband had one, but he's been gone for 9 years. Now it's my turn. How about abundance and expression of gratitude? To live my life from an attitude of gratitude, just to be grateful for the little things in life. Brother David Steindl-Rast, I believe he's Austrian, has this lovely lilting accent, says, if the only prayer you ever pray is thank you, that is enough. So how about receptivity and be open to new ideas? How much of us live restricted lives as though our fists were clenched? Let's open our fists and see what beautiful birds want to land on your fingertips and bring new joy and insight, childlike delight. How about overcoming obstacles? Many of us face obstacles. I'm not being Pollyanna here. I've had my share. Whether it's health or finances or relationships or whatever. And I'm not minimizing these hurdles. Let go of I can't, and remember to think in terms of I can. So if we really focus on that, what we focus on grows stronger, and the I can'ts will just sort of take their place wherever. And when you hit a wall, allow spirit to come to your aid. Maybe there's a way around the wall. Or I used to have an airplane with my husband. Let's go over the wall. Allow spirit to find a way. I want to read you an article that comes from one of my favorite magazines. The name of the magazine is called The Week. Nicholas McCarthy sought to become a pianist at age 14 after he heard a friend play Beethoven. He didn't play any instruments, so he called a music school to inquire about piano lessons. But once he informed the principal that he was born without a right hand, the line went dead. Instead, the Briton started teaching himself. This week, the 36-year-old McCarthy, now a professional pianist, performed at the Royal Albert Hall in London, playing Maurice Ravel's piano concerto for the left hand. When someone tells me I can't do something, it puts a bit of fire into my belly. I can just picture him standing there with his right hand on his hip, with his left hand on his hip. McCarthy said, adding that he hopes the administrator who turned him down heard the show. So Spirit found a way. So the guy had no right hand. He used his left hand instead. It all works. Some other obstacles that might get in the way. Some of us get offended very easily. So let's learn not to take everything so seriously. Not everything is about me. And what other people think of me is none of my business. They're going to think what they're going to think anyway. And so long as I can look in the mirror and honestly say from the bottom of my heart, I love you, then all is well and the day will go right. Some of us need to win or be right or feel superior. We can just let that go. It doesn't need to be that way. In the spirit of congeniality, the other person might be right too, and maybe there's more than one road that leads to Rome, as the old saying goes. Remember the movie Forrest Gump, who managed to live a meaningful life in spite of his handicap? Of course, the movie is fictional, but we've all met folks like that who managed to live meaningful lives. And manifesting and imagining things. I remember being a guest speaker once up north, looked at each other and said, do we really want to stay here? So we started looking around, and I was starting the church in Roseburg at that time, Unity of Roseburg. And so I was on the road doing church in Roseburg. I commuted, and I got home that Sunday, and he said, I saw a house you might like. So you got to know Leonard. You know the realtor sign that says by appointment only? Nah, that's for people who don't know better. He drove right up the driveway, talked to the man who was out on the dock at the pond feeding the fish, struck up a conversation, and the next thing you know, they're talking turkey. And so he arranged for me to come and see the house. And I said, whoa, what's there not to like about this house? Except that was twice as big as what we were living in and had a 5-acre land, 4.6 acre land around it. Now, anybody in their right mind scales down as they get older? Oh no, we scaled up. So there was no need to eliminate or, cut down. So everything that we had moved right into the new house. And I have been living there ever since for the last 20 years. So never underestimate the power of your desire, the power to visualize, and the urge to carry on with that. Like Paderewski said when somebody asked, the famous pianist, when a tourist, not knowing who he was, asked him, how do I get to Carnegie Hall? And he said, make sure every step you take will take you in that direction. In other words, you want to be a pianist, you better sit down and practice. Becoming a minister was not in the cards for me. Again, you have to know Leonard. He was the pragmatist. He was an engineer by profession. And when we met, I had absolutely no inclination. We were married for 54 years. So, when we met in 1960, that was not anywhere on the radar. But then the bug caught me, and I had to let go of my Catholic upbringing because it was no longer a fit for my belief system. Bless them, they do good work, but it no longer works for me. But I found out about unity and migrated in that direction and thought, now that's a fit. My soul responds. When I hear the words, Christ in you, your hope or glory, yes, it's an inside job. So in any event, I got on that path, became a licensed unity teacher, and eventually said, Leonard, I'd really like to go into ministry. And he says, okay, what does that mean? 2 years at Unity Village. Do you want to move with me? And say, he said, oh, no. Well, then we'd have to live separated. He said, oh, no. So I said, okay, Spirit, this one's yours. If that's what you really want me to do, you will find a way, because I don't know how. Well, I was invited to join the field licensing program, which meant that I could stay just where I was, do ministry in Roseburg, because I'd already started the church as a licensed unity teacher, and off we went. And 4 years later, I was licensed and ordained and never had to leave town. And my husband said, it's working. So anyway, never lose sight of your dream. Never lose hope that what Spirit puts into your heart is something you can do. Allow Spirit to point the way. And if obstacles show up, transmute them into opportunities to find ways to get you closer to your dream, to realize what it is that your heart really wants to do, because that's Spirit speaking to you. I had 3 wonderful role models, 3 women. They were all roughly the same birth year. They all died at age 93, 1 year after the other. One was a very practical woman. She taught me bookkeeping when I came to the United States, became my best friend. So she really modeled for me what it's like to be a confident, independent, joyful woman. And then there was Sister Margaret Graziano. If you've ever come to Eugene, Lane County Jail, she is legend. And I've spent a lot of time behind bars with her, ministering to the inmates as a volunteer. After a full career in teaching, Sister Margaret became a full-time volunteer at Lane County Jail for another 30 years. There isn't an inmate alive today anywhere in the Eugene area who hasn't heard of Sister Margaret or met her and who wouldn't lay their life down for her. That's the kind of woman she was. She was a Catholic nun, but you'd never know it. She knew who she was, and she saw the Christ in each and every one. And for many of the inmates, that might have been the very first time anybody ever saw anything good in them. Maybe they'd been browbeaten from day one, been told they amounted to nothing, and blah, blah, blah. You know the history of some unfortunate people. Well, she helped them look in the mirror and change their perception of themselves. So, a very good role model for me. And the third one was Mary Griggs, who was a very powerful lady and a wonderful member of our church in Unity of the Valley. She grew up in Unity, so no wonder she was steeped in Unity teachings. She had a saying that I've used more than once. She says, sometimes I meet people who are very difficult, and it's hard for me to see the Christ in them. And what I do is I tell the Christ in me to see the Christ in them. I thought that was a wonderful way to still be true to yourself and do what we know we want to do as Unity Truth students. Got to tell you a funny story. Some of you might know Reverend Sherry Lady. In Unity of the Valley, we have 3 in a ministerial team. Sherry Lady and myself, and both of us are sort of, well, we're ministers, but we don't have a hierarchical order. John West does the majority of the day-to-day operation of the church. He's a good chunk younger than either one of us, so it ought to be his doing. And then Sherry Lady and I fill in the rest. We're speakers, we teach classes. We're there on Sunday mornings doing the rest of the service. Anyway, we are a ministerial team. So Sherry Lady and I would drive once a week. We would drive up to Salem, actually to Mount Angel, to become spiritual directors at Mount Angel. They offer a certified course to become a spiritual director. That means somebody who is willing to walk the spiritual path with you. It's not counseling. It's different in that you want to explore your spiritual path. You want to explore what's inside of you. You have questions about spirit, or you hit a wall and can't find God, whatever it is on your spiritual path where you'd like some hand-holding, a companion. That's where a spiritual director comes in. Anyway, once a week we drive up to Mount Angel, and one day deep in conversation, suddenly, guess what's behind me? Christmas tree lights blinking, and so I pull over and I say, Sherry, pray. Open the window, the officer comes, I hand what papers I have, but I can't find the registration. What's that about? So he takes the papers, walks away to his patrol car. Takes a long time. Finally, he comes back and says, I've been called to an emergency. Here are your papers. Lady, you were going too fast. Slow down. Have a nice day. So, prayer works. I get home and I'm thinking, what went wrong? Because I have, my car has a license plate that says Synergy. It's my personal plate, SYNRGY. And Leonard and I had been in LA, and we traded cars while we were there, bought a new one, and so the license plate, Synergy, was affixed to my car, my new car, and when we drove it home. And I'm thinking, I wonder if the dealer messed up somewhere with the registration in LA. Sure enough, Salem, DMV, who is that license plate registered to? Oh dear, it was my old car. Not only that, but I looked at the sticker and it had expired. Had that cop realized what he was dealing with, he'd have probably thrown me in jail. Anyway, that's my story of why I think prayer works. So here's some good advice from Henry David Thoreau, one of my favorite authors. Simplify your life. Don't waste the years struggling for things that are unimportant. Don't burden yourself with possessions. Keep your needs and wants simple and enjoy what you have. Don't destroy your peace of mind by looking back, worrying about the past. Live in the present. Simplify. Here's another one of my favorite quotes from Henry David Thoreau. This one's from Walden. If one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. He will put some things behind and pass an invisible boundary. New, universal, and more liberal laws will begin to establish themselves around and within him, or the old laws be expanded and interpreted in his favor in a more liberal sense, and he will live with the license of a higher order of beings. Wow. Those are powerful words. And I believe that that's true. And I find it happening in my life We all have God moments where the stars seem to align and all of a sudden everything falls into place in beautiful divine order. And it's sort of like, wow, I would really like to have more God moments like this. And we can when we align with Spirit, when we put principles into place. So where do we get this confidence? With Spirit. Truly trusting that we are divinely guided, however we might perceive that. Maybe you hear with your inner ear something that tells you, oh yeah. Maybe you drive by and you've got a question in your mind and there's a billboard with a big bold sign on it. There's your answer. Or maybe a friend shows up unexpectedly with a bright idea. Or the phone rings when you were just thinking about that person, inviting you to something you wanted to really see. Things fall into place. It sort of greases the skids of life. And we can all plug into that when we plug into Spirit, when we align ourselves with who we know we are, when we honor that divinity, that divine spark that lives in each and every one of us. So, let's have more God moments in our lives. Let's just know that everything can fall into perfect place. Maybe sometimes it takes a little patience, but it can be done, and our wildest dreams can become our reality. God bless you. Let's take another deep breath and continue on that journey inward. A journey that takes us to the altar of our hearts, where we know our oneness, not only with the divine, but with each and every living thing on the earth, where we share that joy, that knowing, that undefined illumination, that life, that joy, and we recognize the divine source. It's like that still small voice speaking to you, saying, listen, sweet child, open your heart to your dreams. Recognize your infinite potential. Honor that place in you where that divine light shines and radiates out from you to touch every life you come in contact with. That spark in you that enlivens you and leads you to your highest potential. You are the divine expression of my life in this world, for I have no hands, no feet, no voice, but yours. You are the representation of that divine light, life, and love to everyone you meet. Let your light shine. For you know that you are not alone. I am with you always, expressing in you, as you, and through you. You are my beloved child, in whom I am well pleased. Let's take a moment of silence to let those words sink in. we recognize who we truly are, and we recognize it in one another, that Christ light and love that expresses in so many varied ways, all beautiful, all unique. For we are each individualized, unique expressions of the one divine source. And for that knowing, we are truly grateful. And we say, thank you, God. And so it is. Amen and amen.
We now have the opportunity to give of our tithes and offerings, always finding such joy in giving. Please join me in our offering affirmation. Divine love flowing in, through, and as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
Well, let's stand and sing our closing song together, called Stand. 2, 3, 4.
So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. So let joy. I am and stand for joy. We are making a new world now. So let there be peace. I am and stand for peace.
Let there be love.
I am and stand for love.
Let there be joy.
I am and stand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now.
Okay, Mia, come on up. The light never goes out because we are the light and we take it into the world. Now we will have our prayer for protection and prayer of transformation, and we're going to do it all. The light of God surrounds us. The light of God is in me. The love of God enfolds us. The love of God moves through me. The power of God protects us. The power of God transforms me. The presence of God watches over us. The presence of God is who I am. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever I go, God is, and all is well. Thank you, God.
And thank you for having me today.
Thank you.